Well, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for having a look at the vid. So I'm back out for a short trip out to the goldfields, and this is a place I came to a little while ago, and I didn't have a lot of time on it. And I've been following this creek line. You can just see the trees in the back line back there, and I've been coming across these house sites. I don't know how old they are. I've been digging a little bit of brass, a bit of horse tack, so you can see my scrapings around there, and also over the back over there towards that tin you can see some scrapings there. I've pulled some targets, some brass targets out. So I'm sort of persisting around, and now I've pulled a coin, so this will sort of date where we're at. Out of this hole here, it was quite, it wasn't a nice positive signal, but I think I might have been on edge. So let's have a look at it. This will date where we're on to, hopefully. Okay, yeah, it's a kangaroo penny, so I'll give it a bit of a clean up. That's Elizabeth, so this will be in the 50s. So the site is not that old, so we'll have a bit of a look around here, and we might end up moving and try and find something a bit older, but at least that way I know where I'm at the moment. Alright, where I dug that Elizabeth penny, about 2 feet from it, just over there, I dug another one, which was a King George VI. I didn't have a look at the date, but it's sort of around the same time frame. And over there I dug another penny, so there's sort of in a bit of a line here, so it could be the where the clothesline was. And I've come here, and I had a nice sort of scratchy sort of coin signal in the hole, and it's out. So it's sort of giving me that sort of tone of being a coin, so I haven't had a look at it yet to see if we can find it in the heap here. Alright, it's around here somewhere. Oh Jesus, it's not a coin. Oh, you bloody ripper. Okay, now this is surprising. Alright, because this is a dog tag, a dog license tag. And I can tell by the shape, it's either going to be a 1919 or a 1911. Now it's actually a 1911, so it doesn't fit in with the coins I'm finding, but it could fit in with the age of the house. So this site could encompass quite a large date range. I'll give the back a bit of a clean up, see if we can see anything now, but I might have to just give it a brush off. But yeah, I'm going to have to give it a brush off, and we'll come back shortly. But this is the first dog tag for the trip. And I've been detecting for about an hour, so this is a wrap. This is brilliant, brilliant. Good start to the trip. Be back shortly. So saw me a couple of minutes ago. I dug the dog tag there, the 1911. Right at my feet here, I've got a King George VI sixpence. Little bit crusty, so I haven't cleaned it off yet. I'll do that a bit later and have a look at it. But that was a nice tone, and I've got another really nice tone here. Put the pointer off, and it's a really high tone. So that's going to be a 22-23. Now that's more of the range that you would expect dog tags to be in out here in goldfields. They tend to ring up about a 23. It's about there. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, it is a dog tag. But this is an older one. This is probably, oh, dropped it. This is probably in its 30s. So I'll give it a bit of a clean up because he's pretty crusty. I'll give it a bit of a clean up, and I'll be back shortly and we'll see what it is. Alright, give it a bit of a brush off so we can have a look at it. And I'll just zoom in. It's actually a bit older than what I thought. It's a 1943, 1944. But it is another Mount Magnet, and it looks like it's number 92. This one will actually clean up really nice. It's just got a little bit of dirt stuck to it because the soil around here is quite wet. So once it's cleaned off, it'll be quite a nice tag. Yeah, that's excellent. Tag number 2 for the trip. Having a good morning so far. I'm still on this house site, And I've been digging a lot of coins actually, mainly half pennies and pennies, King George V sort of era, and a fair bit of brass. I'm just going to play around here and have a look, but this place definitely hasn't been detected because you would not leave signals like this lying there. So you have a look down in there, you can see it on the surface. I think that's a coin right there, which it is. And that's another penny, and it's another kangaroo. Might be able to see a date. 1947, I think, by the looks. So yeah, definitely hasn't been detected. So I'm actually going to spend a fair bit of time around this area. I don't think these blocks, there's more than one block out here, have been gone over. So we'll see what we can find. Sitting here amongst the wildflowers, and yeah, it's still on the same block, but I'm sort of heading towards where the creek was, because generally the older stuff you find is back there. And I got an absolutely beautiful signal. I've got no idea what the heck I've got down here. I did scrape it, most of it. And so I'll grab my pointer and let's have a look. Okay, there is something there. Let's see if we can find it. All right. All right. Okay. Yep. The day just got outstanding. The day just got outstanding. I know that shape anywhere. I don't know if you can see it in the hole. I'll try and zoom in on it, but there's a bit of shadow around. I'll bring it out so you can have a look. That is one of the things that has been on my bucket list. Oh my goodness. And look how it's cleaning up here. Mount Magnet. Rose board. 1906. Dog license. Sorry I wasn't even framed there. Wow. The shape of these is unmistakable. The back's a little bit crusty, so I'd say it was sitting face down in the soil like that, because that's where the moisture's attacked the back of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a bit of a clean and a brush up now. I knew there was holder tags here. I knew it. Yeah, we'll have a look at it shortly. I'll be back to you in a minute. All right, I've given the tag a clean up and it's come up absolutely beautiful. Can't believe the condition of this one. And see if I can get it nicely in focus. You can see it there, Mount Magnet Road board, number 97, 1906. Unmistakable shape. And the back was really, really crusty, and that's cleaned off beautifully. You know, I don't do a lot to them out in the field. I just get enough to get a little bit of the environmental damage off, and then I'll take care and clean them as necessary when I get home. But that's been on my bucket list for a while now, is to get a stamped Mount Magnet tag. And I'm still on the same block that I got here this morning, and this place is undetected, and there's a lot of blocks around here. So I am going to be concentrating a lot more walking up and down this creek and taking my time amongst the wildflowers. It's, you know, it's a beautiful day. It's not too hot. There's no flies. You know, it's stunning weather for detecting. All right, I dug the last tag there, and that was beautiful tone. I came across here that a little bit of a scratchy number 20. So I'm cherry picking everything sort of like 20 and above, and I'm going to leave the lower tones for later, because yeah, I want to try and, if I can, try and pick out some of the good stuff. And this is good. I don't know how to describe this, but anyway, I haven't even picked it up, but I can tell. Iconic shape again. The shape of this tag, it's a heart-shaped tag, so that means it's a 1907 tag of some sort, and I have not picked this up. You can see the heart shape. Oh my God, it's a floret tag. Oh, you bloody ripper. It's a bloody floret. It's a Mount Magnet floret. I'm sure it is. Oh my God, that's just The same thing. I think that way was facing down here. This is very, very crusty. I'm going to have to give it a bit of a wipe off, and I'll give it a bit of a clean up. But, well, this was literally, that's where I put my machine down where the last one was, and I'm about 3 feet away. And I just picked up something that is just going to be an amazing tag. I'll get it cleaned up and we'll have a look at it together. I'm just absolutely shaking right now. This is brilliant. All right, so still amongst the wildflowers, and I managed to give this one a clean up, and it's taken me a while because I've been really, really careful with it. The thing is with these tags is a lot of them were made especially for the locality, and you can tell from that if you have a look at this tag very, very carefully. So it's got WA and floret, and it's got the iconic 1907 shape, the heart-shaped tag. And the most desirable tags are these WA floret tags. They are absolutely well sought after. And if you have a look on the back, you'll see Mount Magnet's Rhodes board, registration number 97, and the 1907 is embossed. So I have seen these tags as well for camels issued through Mount Magnet, and the actual word camel is embossed on it. This is going to be actually a dog license. 100% it's going to be a dog license, because I think can be a camel. I have seen the camel version of these, and they do have camel written on the back. Mount Magnet Rhodes board, dog license number 97 for 1907, and you can see on that side there WA floret. Oh my god, I'm just over the moon. This has just been an absolutely awesome day, and it's literally right now, oh, I'll have a look at the watch, 11:45. I've been here since 10:30, so I'm going to be keeping going. We'll see you on the next one. So I think you can tell from the video these people did have a lot of dogs. And I sort of walked, the further actually I got away, the more trash I was digging. So yeah, bottle caps, 303s, just trash galore. Anyway, this line here is the line where I was digging all the dog tags on, and I decided to head more away in the opposite direction. And I got an absolutely beautiful surface signal, and if you look down here, buried in the sand, oh jeez, I just put my hand on the bloody double G, just there. I can tell what that is. I can tell exactly what that is. Now, before I dig this, I'm going to call it, it's a 1906 dog tag. Let's see if it'll come out carefully, which it has. And you can see on the front there, the shape of a 1906. But I don't think the actual embossing is on this side. The stamping's on this side. I think it's on this side here, which it is. Alright, I'll give this a bit of a brush, and I'll have a look at the tag. Another beautiful tag for the day. Be back to you shortly after I get it a bit cleaned up. She's cleaned up beautifully, as I'd expect it being on surface find. And you can see it there. I'll just zoom in. Magnet Road board number 79, dog number 79, 1906, and nothing on the back, has just a stamp tag. Absolutely fantastic. Number 7 for the day, tag number 7. And yeah, these sort of sights and days you dream about, and they don't come around very often, I can tell you that right now. Took a lot of research and driving to find this place, so yeah, definitely going to be spending quite a few days going over these blocks, and I am still on the same house site. Okay, I'll see you when we get the next target. Well, I went over to the neighbour's house to see if they were just as diligent in registering their dogs, but yeah, I wasn't getting any targets over there. Got a few coins, but yeah, nothing really old. So I've come back to my little patch here, and I've decided to go over it nice and low and slow, and I got a target down here. Now, it wasn't too deep, but didn't sound good, and now I see it out. I know why, because Look at this. That's another dog tag. And I'd say it's another 1906, but I want to be careful with it because it's still got the ring attached. Ring attached there, which is missing off the other ones. So you can just see there. And it's bent. Whoops. And it's quite bent, the ring at the top. So I'm going to give this one a really careful clean. And then I'll get back to you shortly. But I think that's another 1906 Mount Magnet, so bloody ripper of a day. Absolutely awesome day. Anyway, I'll be back shortly. Okay, got it cleaned up and it's come out nice actually, quite nice. The back's gonna need a little bit of work, but you know, that's no problems. Mount Magnet Road board number 80, 1906, and it's still got the ring attached, which the other two that I dug haven't got. And the thing is the rings are very thin, and these tags are extremely thin. This one is very bent, and when I dug it, this ring was completely bent flat, and so I've carefully just straightened up a little bit. But yeah, and another absolute beautiful Mount Magnet dog registration, number 80, 1906. Fantastic. All right, I'll see you on the next dig. Okay, just dug a couple over there. That's about where I got the 1906 that I just filmed. And I'm just going very slowly, and I got a very deep tone here, very scratchy signal. But when I disturbed the surface, it improved, and now that I've got it out, it's giving a nice solid tone. So I'm just going to risk it and see what it is. Okay, it's about there. Let's put that away. Let's have a look. Oh God, it's another doggy. All right, and you can see very crusty, but heart-shaped. Yeah, it's another 1907. It has to be another 1907, and it is. You can see on the back there, Mount Magnet Roads board 1907. Oh wow, oh wow. It's going to be another floret tag, 100%, number 84. This side is absolutely crusted over, so I'll give it a clean and a brush. That'll all come off, and we'll be back to you very shortly and show you an absolutely stunning tag. Okay, cleaned up. Oh wow, look at that, WA floret. Literally, before 2 months ago, in my last trip, I dug the Coolgardie, which was my very first WA floret tag. Very first. I've dug this pattern. There is this pattern, this 1907 pattern, which is stamp tags, which there are a lot of. But these types of patterns, the florets, are really hard to find. Now I've found 2 in one day, and 3 in about 2 months. That is absolutely brilliant. Look at it, Mount Magnet Road board, number 84, 1907, floret pattern tag. Wow. I've lost count of how many tags I've dug today off this house site. It's been one of my best days on tags, definitely, since I can ever remember. All right, hopefully I get some more, and I'll see you on the next dig. Well, going really slowly, and turning the sensitivity up on the coil is actually paying off. So I'm running this quite hot. I think I'm running the sensitivity at about 23 at the moment. And what it's doing is it's punching a little bit deeper through the iron and giving me some other tones. So same thing again, this did not sound like this until I got it out, and it sharpened right up. Now it is sitting on top here, and you can just see the outline of it there. And if I flip it over, you better see what that is. That's another dog registration. That's another nice early 1906 Mount Magnet Road board, number 87. Obviously sitting down that way in the sand because the side here is very, very crusted. And the stamp side must have been facing downwards. So I'll give this little ripper a bit of a clean, and we'll get back shortly and we'll have another look at it. And yeah, it's come out of the ground all right. I mean, these got beautiful patina underneath them, these tags, although you can't see it through the red earth. But I'm just brushing the dirt off at the moment, and you know, they'll get cleaned up beautifully at home. That's a Mount Magnet road board number 87 1906, and you can see on the back where it was really badly crusted. It's coming off, and it comes off easy. You know, it won't take much to remove the rest of that red dirt from the back of the tag. And yeah, wow, what a day I've had today. And I'm going to still keep going. It's about 1 o'clock, and I've dug a lot of dog tags from this spot, this house block. I've been walking out further, and there's blocks either side of me, and there's probably 5 or 6 blocks. I've done the ones either side and had a look over them, and they're just full of trash and rubbish. And so it drew me back here again, and I'm glad I'm just taking it nice and low and slow. Another fantastic Mount Magnet Goldfields dog tag. Absolutely brilliant. Well, I've got the 4-wheel drive, and I've driven up to this other house block, what I think is another house block, and this is how close I am to the car. So I'm right there. There's the detector, and have a look at this. That shallow booming signal. Look at that. Maybe thinking that's another dog tag, but that looks like a good pre-1920 one as well. Yep, definitely. Definitely. Nice and clean on this side. So this is probably the side that was facing up. Can't read it at the moment. What I'll do is I'll give it a bit of a clean, and this side a bit of a brush down. Now we can have a look at it a bit better. Back in a moment. Well, it's another lovely pre-1920s dog registration. So this is a 1912, this one. And it is a Mount Magnet roads board number 43. What a beauty. There's another tag for the day. And I've only just walked 3 feet from the car. How would you be? All right, let's see what else we can find around here. Well, my day continues on really, really well. This little mound here has got ash. So under there, there's ash. And there's a lot of stuff in it. I'm getting some really, really good signals. But I got a very, very high tone, which I thought, oh yeah, that's a coin. But what's come out is something very, very unusual as far as dog tags are concerned. And let's have a look at it. So this is actually a dog tag that's made from aluminium. But it's not a modern dog tag, it's an old dog tag. And what I'll do is I'll give it a bit of a clean up, because you can't see anything on the back. And that will give us a clue to the dates when this was manufactured and why it was manufactured. But yeah, it is. These are very, very hard to find. And yeah, I'll give it a clean and we'll have a look at it. Okay, so here's the tag cleaned up. It cleaned up really easy, being aluminium. Not much sticks to it. It does have the iron through the top there, and you can see on the front there, dog register, dog license, Western Australia. But this is a really, really good one. You see it's embossed on the back of Rhodes board, 1931-32 Mount Magnet, and these were produced when, you know, the start of World War II, end of World War I, when materials were in short supply. So this was the only year that they were made in aluminium before the introduction of the modern tags. And so this was the only year that they were done, and not all localities issued a 1931-32 out of aluminium either. So this is a very, very, very good find. It's a nice rare tag, and yeah, I'm really, really rapt to have that, because I do have some others in my collection which I've dug, and this will go well with them. Well, it's day 2 and I've walked quite a fair way. I've picked up a lot of coins, but I'm not going to show all those on video, because, you know, pennies and half pennies get boring after a while. Anyway, come back to where the area where I got all the tags yesterday, and I've been trying different settings and different coil sizes. I didn't get anything down on the flat down there, so I've come up on the deeper area up here and got a signal there. And yeah, if I can spot it through the camera here, it's just there. That looks like another tag. So same thing again, it's got a fair bit of stuff on it. I'll give it a bit of a wipe down and we can have a look at it. Give it a bit of a brush off, and it's actually a 1943-44 tag. Yeah, another Mount Magnet road board, and it will be a road board because we're away from town here. We're not in the town site, so generally the tags you find closer to town will all be municipality tags, where house sites that are out of town will be more of a roads board tag. No, first one for the day. Happy with that. So I'll see you on the next dig. Well, I've walked away from that site, and I'm sort of fanning out a fair bit now just to see what's around in the area. And I came to this rubbish pile here. It's got some tin and stuff around it, and I got a signal under the bush, and I must admit I wasn't taking a lot of care because there are screw caps in this area. And I'll just show you what I mean here. Look, I'm just digging tons of these, but right amongst it out of there, which I thought was going to be another screw cap, because this is what they sound like. This is why you've got to dig those tones. Right there, that is a horse cart plate. And I'm hoping I didn't smash the crap out of it, but it doesn't look like I've done it. I don't think, oh yeah, no, I did hit it. Look, you can see where I've hit it with the pick right there, right in the middle. Bugger. Anyway, I can still straighten it. And it's a horse cart registration plate. Mount Magnet road board 1912. First cart plate for the trip. Unexpected in this little patch here, but I'm going to take it. What an absolutely cracking find. Wrapped, absolutely wrapped. First cart plate. Alright, on to the next one. I did a complete loop around after I got that cart plate, and I didn't really get anything out there. There was just a lot of bottle tops and modern. It's too mixed. I wasn't getting anything old at all except that cart plate came out, so I came back to where I've been digging the dog tags, and I'm going to stay here for about half an hour and then move to another site. And yeah, look what's just come out. So this is a pattern I've actually never dug before, this pattern. So it's the dog registration of Western Australia. Looks like it's done in like a nickel, and it's a roads board of Mount Magnet, 1934, 1935, so into the 1930s. So that's excellent. I'm going to just have a bit of a play around this area here, just in this little section, and see what else I can find.